you saying? Your mug was frosty?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
That's
it.
not so
No.
much anymore.
Damn. It's like a little high. There we go. There we
Very
go.
mystic.
Mystic. Speaking of mysticism, welcome back. This is Dropping the Needle. It's our music podcast over at the Quick Sixer Collective. This is episode 17, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, 17.
Yeah, 17. And yeah, it's your boys, Pat Artis, Adam Knitch. This I think I might have this joint on vinyl. I just realized that.
Nice.
I don't know. Anyways, if you haven't guessed, this episode is going to be about Gogol Bordello. They're the Gypsy Punks of, these folks. And we're going to be talking about Gypsy Punks Underdog World Strike, their third album on this. But first, yeah, you were talking about your fucking mug was frosty. So let's pop these beers. I'm going to be drinking. I thought this was kind of a fun name, so I decided to keep it for this episode because it's called Shindig from
nice.
Bearded Iris. It's a fruited sour ale, grapefruit, lime, and kiki. Maybe they meant to say kiwi. But what?
Do you like those fruited sour beers? Like I've never
They're
really
hit or
messed
miss
with
for
them.
me, man. Hit or miss. Really, I've had some really shitty ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like spending the money on it. You know what I mean? Be like, oh man, this is shit.
Yeah. No, I never buy a 6-pack of them. Never. Oh, we'll never do that. But I will buy. Yeah, singles though. I'll choose certain breweries for singles, like from our trusty beer source, Mount Juliet Beer Company down the street. This is a 5.6, which is kind of low ABV for you, boy. But
nice.
What you sipping on, bro?
I got two options today. What on you this time? I might do a left or right.
Ooh, I love this game. My favorite game. Bro, this joint got some fruits in it. Let's go. Let's go left for a sexual reason. Let's go.
All right, I got that St. Arnold Art Cart IPA.
Oh, cool. Actually, you can we did a review episode of this about 2 months ago about that beer. So yeah, St. Arnold Art Car is very good.
And my was frosted, but
what was the second option? If we don't get
the second one was the Founders Centennial IPA.
Ooh.
It was crazy. I was going to ask you this, this one's a 7.1 and the Centennial IPA is a 7.2. So here it's at the Centennial IPA you could buy a 15-pack. Founders has a 15-pack of it, and but you can buy it at the grocery store. You know what I mean? You can just find it readily available. But is that the case for National now, or do you still have to go to a liquor store to buy higher gravity?
Oh, no. Yeah, I can go to the Publix on the street, the Kroger or whatever. The Founders joint. I can buy most Bearded Iris stuff in there.
But is it after, you know what I mean, though? Is it after 7.5 is when you have to buy it at a liquor store? They changed that law?
Yeah, that law must have been changed because I think there was also a law where you couldn't buy liquor inside of a grocery store, and some grocery stores sell liquor.
But that's what it was
too.
It was high gravity beer you could only buy at liquor stores for some reason because of it was after 8 or something.
Yeah, that changed. 7.5. That had to have changed because the Bearded Iris that I have in the fridge right now, you can get at the liquor store or the grocery store, and it's an 8.5. So it had to have changed. I don't know how, but or when, but
it was crazy is that Centennial IPA, it was also on sale.
It always is. Always is. I don't understand why.
But dude, they came out a month, not even a month ago was when it was packaged.
It's crazy. I feel like they just don't sell it. It's people are scared of a 7 point whatever beer and like that big of a. I don't know, man.
But and it's cool too because I told you about the St. Arnold. You can buy like the variety pack, 12
Yeah.
pack.
Ooh, a variety pack.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a sucker for a variety pack. If there's ever one, like ever one I haven't had, I buy it. I don't care what it is.
Yeah. That one's cool because it's lighter beers too, like the Lawnmower, which is like a Pilsner, I think, or a Kolsch, I think, and then the H Town Pills is like another one. Then the Amber, but the Amber's still like a 6.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So
yeah. Those are Texas beers, right?
Yeah.
That place looks pretty cool. It's good. They've got a big ass patio and stuff.
Yeah. It's been around for it's Texas' oldest brewery. I think.
Yeah. So I think that was their claim. Yeah. But they got cool though. All their shit's really cool. I like it. It's a good beer too. Do you like it? Do you like it so far?
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've had this several times, like over the years. Like both of these, actually, the Centennial IPA too. Like there was one time I was drinking it at a bar, and maybe it was like New Year's or something, New Year's Eve. And I realized it was like a 7.2.
Oh no. You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I remember did you get faded?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That happened. I remember one time we were in Jackson, all of me and you and Chase and I think the rest of the crew of that show. And we went to the Bulldog, that bar, with the arcade in the back.
Yeah.
And I had ordered something and didn't realize it was like an 8 or 9% or some shit. And I was like, fuck. But I was like, I drank it anyway. But I believe I want to feel like I talked a lot of shit that night. Like I was like overly checking, like checking hard, but whatever. Oh man, maybe all right. Fuck it. Let's talk about Gypsy Punks Underdog World Strike. What this shirt is. Meg surprised me with this shirt one time, like just out of the blue, which is super random. Like Gogol Bordello stuff you're not really gonna find,
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. This particular album, released in 2005, by Side One Dummy Records in August of 2005. So, and it was recorded from October 2004 to February 2005. Probably mastered the rest. Steve Albini and Gogol Bordello are credited as producers. And yeah, apparently there's other songs from the same era and recording sessions that appear on the EP East Infection, which I've listened to, I guess, before now that I see the cover art, but I've never seen this in person.
Yeah. I don't think. What's funny is I think can't remember what EP it is. I have to look again, but we own some EP around this time. I think, but it's just like singles or something.
Yeah. Is it like pink with a star on it?
No, it's like an alternate like artwork though.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll have to show you.
That's cool.
So because it's like I think it's a promo. It's like a promo thing because I think it was when Chelsea was working at Spin Street.
Oh shit! Chelsea works at Spin Street.
She did, yeah, at one point.
That's amazing. That's super cool.
But she got it from there.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's super cool. Maybe it's the Start Wearing Purple and Sally EP.
Yeah, I think that might be it.
It's purple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I should have got to be done my part and grabbed it out before this.
No, you're good. You're good. Because they've only done a few singles and EPs or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So August 9th, 2005, which, oh man, this is actually really interesting. Hold on 1 second. Because that makes sense. Checking two things real quick. because they line up with how I want to tell this story. Okay. Yeah, this definitely lines up. Okay. So in 2004, when this was recording, we were in high school, and which is kind of this kind of lines up. So that this album, I remember it had to be junior or senior year, probably the beginning of senior year. So 2005. I remember because it was cold out, and I think we were about to go. It was around the time I was
2000, we
hanging out with this.
graduated 2006, so
I know. So, but
so it had
it,
been
it
like
was
fall 2005.
yeah, it was fall 2005 for sure. So we're at this particular time. I'm hanging pretty heavy with you, the Bernardinis, and a few other people, like a few random little groups. Like of course, like my skate crew people, you, and whoever you were kicking it with, and at the time, yeah, and then the Bernardinis and like that little crew, whatever. Like pretty much, they were like a party crew, kind of at the time.
Yeah.
Uh, so one day, I'm at the Bernardinis. You might have been there actually at this particular night. It was some kind of party night, and I think we brought over some booze or something, or some. I don't know. At that time, we were drinking weird shit, like just like, hey, let's buy a couple
Whatever you
bottles
could
of
find
champagne or
during high
some
school.
shit, like random.
Yeah.
And Josh Bernardini is like, hey, dude, come up to my room. I gotta show you this fucking band. I said, all right, cool. Of course, this shit was straight up pulled from like LimeWire, or what I was about to say,
Yeah.
MySpace, or maybe even Facebook at the time. Um, all of these kind of line up in that this was a weird time period where MySpace was kind of ending, but it was still in the ether. Like it was still like kicking around.
Yeah.
But and
I'd
you
say it's like its last leg, its last
yeah, I was
strong leg.
definitely on the last legs for sure. But the people that were utilizing MySpace, predominantly, I think, towards the later half of it, were musicians and stuff, like putting their bands out.
Yeah, for
So a
sure.
lot of stuff you'd hear on MySpace, you'd go to either like LimeWire or fucking Napster, or all of these like pre iTunes, pre music uh places where you could get legal music. You just fucking rip it from the internet, and it would take forever. And
Yeah.
so I walk into Bernardini's room, and he's like, dude, just keep an open mind. And I'm like, all right, cool. Is at the time I think we're pretty much in like the hardcore scene of stuff. Like we're going to like shows all the time. Shit is kind of like popping off in that aspect.
Yeah.
That whole scene was kind of dying too. But
Yeah, I was gonna say like that was like the height of it was like junior year, and then senior year, like we're getting into more like branching out, I guess.
yeah. A lot of those clubs that we were
An
going to
alternative, yeah.
closed. A lot of shit. A lot of shit was getting weird. Me and you were definitely listening to a lot of like, probably at this time, My Morning Jacket was in the
Yeah.
rotation. Probably, there's probably some Death Cab for Cutie in there. When they started getting almost like jam bandy in their second or third album.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So melodic type of shit. I'd say. And then so around 2000, close to 2005. I don't know I don't want to like click on one of these bullshit links and see when I'm trying to figure out when the history of when Facebook actually launched to the public, but I feel like it
I think it
was
was
2005.
2004. It was 2004.
Well, yeah, 2004 is when they started in here. I'll just fucking do it. Whatever.
But remember,
Um,
because like 2005 or six, even at that time, it was like you had to be in college or something. You
yeah,
remember?
yeah. Well, 2000. That's when in 2004. That's when it launched, in February 4th. Um, let's see. Oh fuck, dude. I want it late into this. Okay. Yeah. Here it is. High school's at the end. And what term added this? Okay. On December 11th, 2005 is when it basically released to the public. Anybody who's 13 or older could have.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so this all kind of lines up in this weird a couple years space. So we're up in the Bernardini's room or whatever, and he fucking puts on Start Wearing Purple. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I wonder if I can play a snippet of it on here without getting it. I don't want to get torn down. Whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this is my introduction to Gogol Bordello. And I'm like kind of mind blown that there's like something this weird that I was like into. I was like, this is kind of sick. But also like some people really fucking hate this band. Like really, really hate them. I think it's like the gypsy aspect of it, but some people really do not like it.
Well, what's funny is like I always come across people that do like this band though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially working in the film industry and stuff. Like, I mean, I've probably heard this song more in the last like 4 or 5 years. I mean, this band more in the last 4 or 5 years from other people than I did, in 2005 or six. That's what's funny. I think it's like, it's one of those like kind of a cult following. You're either really into it or you just hate this band, I guess.
Yeah. So apparently this song, I was just looking in, there's a link you can click on for it. And apparently it was written about a girl. It said Hoots said in an interview, it's one of the very few songs I wrote for a girl. I just moved with my girlfriend in New York. We had a neighbor, an old woman who was always dressed in purple head to toe. She was clearly bonkers. So whenever my girlfriend and I had an argument and she would start screaming at me, I would say, you might as well start wearing purple now. Nice. So basically,
that's cool. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, Eugene Hoots, the lead singer, this creator of this band. So this thing comes out, I feel like that was the only song I'd heard, I think, from this. I think that was the one that you could hear like on one of these pages, like a MySpace page or something or whatever.
I would say it's on MySpace, but do you also remember like because I'm trying to think of what it would be at that time, like Much Music, which is like a Canadian MTV or whatever, but they would play more music and music videos, and like they would have live performances and stuff. And I feel like that was like Gogol Bordello was on there too, like was on one of their shows, or also MTV too. I mean, it made their rounds for sure.
Yeah. The thing I found about the most interesting about this song, and I didn't know this until maybe pretty recently, I would say. This particular song is a re-recording of one featured on their first album, 1999's Voila Intruder. And it's also in the 2005 film Everything is Illuminated with Elijah Wood. Eugene and Elijah Wood are like co-stars in it, which is really weird.
Yeah, I do remember that. I have never seen that movie, but I do remember him having like a little bit of acting.
So it's like it's kind of nuts because that's that original version I do not like at all. I don't think it's good.
What, the Start Wearing Purple? Or...
Yeah, the original version of it is not good. I don't think. But the second one I think is way better. Way better. So this kind of launches us into this album comes out and I'm like, I'm gonna buy, I think I was like, I'm gonna buy this at the time. Like, this sounds like a dope band. I'm gonna check it out. And love this album. Still my favorite out of all of them. And that's why we picked it. So I do like some of their other stuff. Super Taranta has like I think my favorite song from them. And that one's pretty, that's kind of like when they got big. It was 2007. So after this is when you would see them touring like American festivals and stuff. So like we saw them at Lollapalooza that year in 2007.
What's actually funny too, I think it was, I'm trying to think now, like, was it 2011, I guess, 11 or 12. You were, I think, yeah, you were in LA at this time, right? But like, so I think it was like I was with some people at a bar, and I was like on the fence about going to see Gogol Bordello because they're playing at Minglewood. Like, I didn't have tickets. I was just like gonna buy, tickets at the door or whatever. And I ended up not going because it was like the first date that I went on with Chelsea.
Well, I mean, that's so probably a better idea. Yeah. Well, shit, this is kind of connected to you in a weird way then.
Yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, like, but also that's what's funny, because I've never been like big into this band. It was just like, something to do. I think Wesley and I were like, yeah, let's go. And then like he ended up backing out, and then I backed out or something.
Yeah. Well, when I think that, well, so they put out a album recently called, oh fuck me, I just lost my spot.
Oh, dude, go ahead. What's the thing? Now just dawned on me, but like, what's the thing they did with Madonna? Did they do something like he did something with Madonna?
Yeah. So they did there's a live performance you can see. I'm pretty sure it's because I think they were opening for Madonna, or maybe I don't know what the situation was, but they ended up playing. There's a live performance you can watch with Gogol and Madonna, and they're playing a song off of Transcontinental Hustle, which is their their fifth album, and that Palatute, I think, is the one they play with her, or My Compañera. It's weird, and they're playing. I don't think it's in the U.S. where they're doing it, and they are. Hold on. I think I just found out what the fuck it was. Oh, never mind. Anyway, yeah, Madonna is singing the song with them, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so fucking weird to watch. But because she knows the whole song, I'm like,
yeah, I was thinking it was like they were in a movie together or something.
That might have been it too.
Like, I mean, short or
yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, dude. But I mean, there could be like some weird shit that we don't know about, like maybe.
Yeah. So I remember the video, I think, but I just don't remember. I thought it was like they had like he was like featured in a movie or something.
He probably was. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, I don't know. This one was, produced by Rick Rubin. This album that we're talking about,
which I mean makes sense.
Yeah,
if you think about, I mean, Rick Rubin kind of adds notoriety to any band, or any album that he touches, really.
Mm-hmm. So it could have been like a situation where Madonna was there when they were recording or whatever, and liked it, you know. And she's fucking Madonna, so she can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
But that's a weird one. Check that out on YouTube if you're listening to this and you want to go watch that. It's so weird to see them, because like they look like fucking gypsies, and it's fucking Madonna, you know.
I mean, she's
So it's kind of weird to watch.
That she's into it.
Yeah. Oh, this is kind of funny. Start Wearing Purple has become a de facto team song of the MLS team, or the Orlando City SC, because their shit is purple.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's really cool. So anyways, 2005, this thing comes out. I kind of like you said, we were kind of getting into branching out or whatever, and this kind of like, I feel like led the way for me. Like that was like, all right, cool, I'm into this is weird as fuck. let's see what else is out there. And yeah, I only got to see him that one time when we were at Lollapalooza in 2007. But when we've been keeping up with music throughout COVID or whatever, and in 2022 they released an album called Solidarity, which is it's very cool. It's a lot about about being Ukrainian and stuff, and a lot of their stuff is about being a immigrant, and how people have fear of immigrants and like differences and stuff like that. It's cool. They kind of like punch you right in the face with that kind of stuff. It's like you shouldn't be afraid. We're all just fucking people, but we live here now.
For sure. Yeah.
Which I've always liked about them. I think they're very in your face about like, why are you scared about this? You're dumb, and they're about having a good time.
Yeah.
And I love that. But I don't know, man. Yeah, but I guess their whole deal is they're a gypsy punk Ukrainian led band, and yeah, they're dope. They're just a dope band. And this is another cool thing. When they were making that album, after they put it out, the one I just talked about, Solidarity, they I don't know how, and they wouldn't elaborate how, but they, on their Instagram, they got to play a little of it and some other stuff for Ukrainian soldiers. Like they went to a camp, went across the border, went to one of their camps. Wow. It was pretty nuts, but
yeah,
I wouldn't say they're all exactly in a right mind, to be fair.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
love them. I think they're great.
Yeah, definitely.
What else should I say? Oh, this is kind of interesting. I guess we should. The original, what's it called? Fuck me, just lost it. Oh yeah. Oh, here it is. Okay. Gogol comes from Nikolai Gogol. He's a classic writer of Ukrainian origin. And apparently he's influential because he smuggled Ukrainian culture into Russian society. And that's like a thing apparently that Gogol wants to do. Nice. And Bordello is obviously a brothel or a gentleman's club.
Yeah.
Apparently it was originally called Hutes and the Bella Bartuks. But Eugene said that was a bad name because nobody knows who the hell Bella Bartuk is. Who is a Hungarian composer, pianist, and stuff from way the fuck back. But
that's cool there.
Yeah.
But it's cool too because it also speaks on like their name speaks on the fact that that they're trying to transcend borders,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only do they, it's like not only do they sneak their music into Russian culture, but culture all around the world,
Fuck yeah. Oh, this kind of bums me out. Maybe I did see him twice. So they performed at Bonnaroo in 2011 for the 10-year anniversary, which I was at. Yeah. Apparently playing for an hour and a half set in the middle of the night with Devachka. Devachka is a 4-piece instrumental and vocal ensemble from Denver. They're a Russian band from Denver. Okay. Right. I don't know if I saw that or not. Now I'm kind of bummed. I don't know, dude. I can't think back to this fucking. It was so long ago, but yeah, I was definitely there. There's a very nice blanket I have to prove it. There's a big X on the front. DMX. DMX. Rough Rider. Rough Rider. And speaking, I mean, these motherfuckers are based out of the same place. So I mean, like straight up, they could be homies with DMX. Well, they could have been.
Or yeah.
Yeah. Or DMX. Rough life.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I love this band. I think they're great. I'm super bummed I missed them recently. They came to Nashville this year or last year sometime, and I missed it. They played Brooklyn Bowl, and I think I was thinking about them, and I looked at tour dates literally like 3 days after they'd played here. And I was like, fuck me. Yeah. That happens to me though. I did it twice last year where I looked at tour dates and I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Somebody I wanted to see had just come here. But
I know. It's weird. Like there's been some bands that we've seen here, but like it's not a lot like you think. New Orleans, you think there would be like more bands that come through.
mm-hmm.
But like, I mean, a lot of bands like COVID, there were like two or three shows we were going to go see, and they all like got canceled. One of them was the Strokes, and they just never made that date up.
Yeah.
Said fuck it.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of I don't know. If you end up making any moves, there's shit that plays here all the time. So
and Atlanta. I mean Atlanta too. Like
yeah. There's no shortage of music.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. You got anything out there? Anything particular, like favorite songs or anything off of this?
I mean, just the two. I think Sally and Start Wearing Purple. I mean, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I mean, I've been a fan of theirs, but not like to the extent where I'm like sit down and like listen.
Yeah,
beginning to end of an album.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I think there's a couple that are really, really good. I think Mishto is really good, but it kind of feels like it's like a Russian wedding song. It's like really high energy.
Yeah.
There's what other one is the one I'm thinking of? I love Start Wearing Purple, obviously.
Yeah.
I like Indestructible a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I was just listening. I re-listened to this yesterday. Like, there's I think a version with 17 songs on it, maybe 16 or something. But like a newer one, remastered joint. And yeah, dude. I don't know. So fucking good. Yeah. Also, like a cool, like it's basic, but I like this about it. It's like basic cover art, but it's good cover art. It's like almost like a good logo.
That's what I was gonna say. It's their logo is like something like it's a organization, or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's a logo for world domination, I guess. It's
yeah. Yeah. It's just I don't know. It's kind of cool,
especially the yellow and black.
Yeah, it's dope. But if you like this, I would say actually this is kind of interesting. So they did this. Nah, fuck it. That's dumb. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead and check this out if you're into it. If you're into any kind of like punk or like gypsy music, or if that even interests you, go and check it out. They're on tour, I think, still. So go ahead and check their tour dates, which is pretty dope. If this band is on tour, like super high energy, like get ready to sweat because it's gonna be fucking hot wherever they are. And I would say if you like this, if you end up liking this album, go ahead and check out. Just click their like what's it called?
The Essentials.
Yeah, the Essentials playlist, because it'll pop around to it's gonna play a lot of their new album, but it's gonna pop around to some of their best shit, which I think are like Wanderlust King from Super Taranta.
And one thing I was gonna say too, not to interrupt you, but like the style of this music too, like inspires a couple other bands. I think like they were listening to Man Man.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah.
have the same kind of style. It's like I don't even know what you would call that.
I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, it's like
That's why Gypsy Punk I think is the best description of like
yeah.
Gogol Bordello.
It's just like it's this band is unlike anything that's in my rotation at all.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna
So
say like yeah, Ukrainian or like Czech Republic like style of like instruments that they use.
mhm.
Like accordions and
Yeah.
violins and
Yeah, the
mandolins and
violent, yeah, there's definitely a big part of this. Apparently Super Taranto, this was the thing I was gonna say, I said fuck it though, was ranked number 14 by Rolling Stone as a top 50 album in 2007.
oh well.
It's pretty crazy that this was up there like
That
that.
heavy in rotation, yeah.
But it's funny, like Pitchfork gave it a 5.2 out of 10. So it's like,
Yeah.
what? Like, what are we doing here?
That's what, but that's what's crazy about that time of music too. It was such a weird time because it was like, you don't have like all different ways of exposure like you do now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like bands that came through, they either were really like either trying or they just took that one story, like where like some magazine wrote about them that everybody reads, like Rolling Stone or like
Mm-hmm.
something,
Yeah.
Much
100%.
Music or MTV2
Oh,
or
shit. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely pretty insane. Pretty insane. This band made it, which is kind of
yeah.
nuts to me. Um, because they don't, if you ever see, like, if you look at them, especially Eugene, their lead singer, you're just like, this guy's might be out of his mind. Like, good chance this dude is a lunatic for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like, and to this day, I don't think I could kick it with this guy. I would try for sure, but I don't know, man. He seems like, um, it's just like there's a lot going on there, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, this is kind of cool. Recently, they collaborated with Les Claypool and Primus on the song "Man with the Iron Balls," talking about President Zelensky in of Ukraine.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Um, yeah, man. But this is like it's just like a weird band that you're never gonna. That I don't think there's anything like. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
And oh, another thing that probably skyrocketed them, kept them in the sphere at the time. Immigraniata was remixed by Bass Nectar in 2010.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about Bass Nectar before we knew he was a pedo, and yeah. So this is like
I didn't even know
probably
that
at that
about
dude's
Bass
height.
Nectar.
Do what?
I didn't even know that about Bass Nectar, but
Yeah, that's why you don't hear about him
I've never,
anymore.
yeah. I mean, I was never like into it anyways. Like that or
Yeah.
Sound Tribe Sector 9, like
Oh,
all that
God.
shit is lame, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
Like to all you people that are into it, good for you, but damn.
yeah. So yeah, that's why you don't hear about Bass Nectar anymore. Apparently,
Yeah.
do get me too pretty hard. But this is 2010, so this is probably the height of all of that. Like, what was that shit called? That type of electronic music.
Like dubstep
Yeah, dubstep
was the
shit. Yeah,
dubstep.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. The beginning of like dubstep.
Yeah. So this is probably that time. And I remember that being a thing, like that particular song being like, oh shit, like that's a
Yeah.
Gogol song.
There's been
Oh,
remixes. Was it what was the remix? Sorry, what song was it? That was remixed because
Immigraniata
okay,
from this
because
album.
Star Wearing Purple was too though. I feel like
I think yeah, it's from this album, right? No, it's not from this song. It's from or it's yeah, no, I thought it was. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's from Transcontinental. Yeah, it's from Transcontinental. Huh. Yeah, so people stay fucking remixing their shit, and you'll see them. I hope they stick around. Their violin player is pretty old, so who knows how long they're, Sergey or whatever his name is. Sergey, maybe. I think that's how you probably say it. But yeah, dude, we'll see how long they stick around, because like kind of old. Who's gonna
Man, look at the Rolling Stones, dude.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm like hoping they pull Rolling Stones. I don't know, man. We'll see, I guess. But yeah, another cool thing about this band is like they have so many different former members, and well, that's probably not cool, but who knows why they have so many, But all of these people, they're multiple different backgrounds and nationalities and all sorts of shit. So it's pretty cool that they're like, it's just like it's legit like it's like a punk jam band almost.
Yeah.
Without like the jam band length to songs.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like, I hate saying it because it's probably not accurate or anywhere near accurate, but it's like bluegrass almost in a way. It's like an ensemble.
No, I get you.
Like,
yeah, because like bluegrass is bluegrass is like it's jazz almost.
Yeah, but it's a lot
just different instruments,
like old instruments, string instruments, and
I think bluegrass and jazz got way more in common than people give it credit for. Like it is literally like pick it up and hop in when you can type of situation.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you don't do you have anything else to say? Any recommendations as far as like if you like this, what you should check out?
I would say check out Man. I mean, you could see how they probably were inspired by Gogol.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of any other bands that would be on this level.
Yeah, they're their own thing, man.
Yeah,
it's really crazy. Which is like, it's funny, when you like go to Wikipedia and you see like the timeline of when certain band members were in the band. It's like, this one is just wild, like wild. Like it looks like a fucking art piece. There's so many lines.
Oh wow.
It's kind of crazy. There's like 30 fucking people in this thing, or was at some point.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I kind of love it. But anyways, I don't think I really have much else to say about them. Go check them out if you can. They've been around since 1999, so let's hope they keep going for another, I don't know, however many years. What year is it now? 26 years, we'll say. So I can make it to whatever that is, 50 or 60. But come back next month. We'll have a brand new album for you to check out. Here over at Dropping Up the Needle. It's your boys. I'm Mitch, that artist. Yeah.